This is Mercedes. Welcome back to Little Flower Homestead. Haven't posted a full regular video in about a month now. I've been a little busy. I was just telling my husband the other day that this is definitely not the season of life to be posting long form videos, but we've been getting shorts up, so that's exciting to kind of see all the abundance that's coming in between seed saving and what's actually growing and in season here. So it's been a good time, as well as growing the little human that is inside of me as well. Our newest little addition, our little baby girl. And she will be here in a matter of weeks. So that's very, very exciting. I'm due October 6th. So that'll be here before we know it. For the kids, it's like the longest time frame ever. I swear. Our one twin, Franklin, he's 6 and almost every day. How many more days until baby girl, like baby sister's here? How many more days? How many more days until October? So things are good here. Things are happening. Everyone is done with baseball. They've been done with baseball for almost a month now. At least James was. James finished the middle of July. They had a baseball tournament. They finished 5th out of 6th place for their baseball tournament. And he's thinking next year he doesn't want to go up for it, which is understanding because it's a little slow paced for him. He likes things that are continuously moving. So, but then we have Bernadette and the twins. The twins also finished baseball the same time as James did. And then Bernadette's season got extended by 2 weeks because we had so much rain here at the beginning of the baseball season in June that her games just kept getting canceled one after another. So the baseball coaches and board members and teachers were like, hey, can we extend it? And the baseball board was like, yeah, that's fine, if that's what you guys want to do. So she finished the end of July. We got to watch my cousin Lewis actually play baseball up here in Minnesota. He's from Miami. He goes to school down in Texas. He plays for a college team down in Texas. And then he was invited up here in Minnesota for summer ball. So that was really awesome that we got to watch him play against the St. Cloud. What are they called? The Rocks? Yeah. So he played for the Wilmer Stingers. And then he got to come up here in his last game that he played. He ended up pitching against the Stingers. He was pitching before that as well, as he's playing for the Stingers. But when he came up to St. Cloud, he got to pitch. We got to watch him, and it was so much fun. The kids had a blast as well. And they made new friends at the baseball game. So a lot. And they had a lot of sugar. So some of the kids did get a little tummy sick, which we had warned them, like, too much sugar, you're going to get sick. It happens. They had fun. We all had fun. Memories were made. And let's see what else has been going on. Oh, we did bury Francis. I made a little short on that. That was really good. We buried Francis with Father Scott. And then afterwards, we were able to have Father Scott a little bit longer. So he was able to bless some medals for us. We had some saint medals that my husband had purchased for himself, as well as the saint medals that we'd gotten for Bernadette for her first communion. And then we also had our miraculous and St. Benedict medals that we needed to get blessed. And those require a special blessing apart from your everyday, like saint medals or every other day kind of blessing that you can ask a priest for. And then I also had some salt blessed and exercised. So we'll be using that in baked goods, eating every day. And then I might put some around the house as well, which is what exorcists recommend doing. So that's been good. Let's see what else has been going on this last month. Yeah, just kind of getting back into the rhythm of everything, I guess. Jake's been cleaning out our garages so then he can start working on the bathrooms again, because both of our bathrooms, we have one on the main floor and upstairs, and they are both in remodel mode still. we started remodeling our main floor bathroom last summer. And then life started happening in the winter. That got sidetracked. And then in January, I think it was right after Christmas, the upstairs bathroom started leaking. So he had to rip out a wall, repair that. He patched it. It started leaking again. Rip it out again. Well, no, he didn't fully rip it out. No, he just cut out where he needed. Penelope. So he had to cut out a square where the faucet was leaking, and he was pretty sure where it was leaking. So yeah, that's all he did was just cut that out, replace the part, and then patched it all back up. But it's still not 100% put back together yet. So, and then because when he got back to doing it, then baseball season for James started in May. And then, so now the upstairs bathroom is also taken back seat. And we're hoping in the next couple weeks he'll start working on the bathrooms again. Which the upstairs bathroom shouldn't take very long. The downstairs bathroom is completely gutted. Absolutely not in use at all. So, but it'll be good. Hopefully getting it done before baby arrives, because I would like to take a bath after delivery when we get home from the hospital. So yeah, I think that we're just prepping for baby girl's arrival, coming in just a month and a half, 2 months, depending on when she wants to make her debut. Gardening, tending to the garden, eating all the fresh produce we can get our little hands on right now. It's mainly Luca and I. The other kids are sometimes eating out of the garden, sometimes not, but mainly Luca and I go out there a few times a day to go have snacks, and then Luca will come along, or else I'll get him snacks as well and bring them inside for him. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, just keeping up with the garden. The other day, what was it? Yesterday, actually. Last week, our neighbor across the street from us had let us know that her apples were coming in, and that if we wanted to come and harvest as many apples as we wanted, we could. So we did that yesterday, and it was a little warm yesterday. We always pick these really warm days to go harvest and go pick our own fruit. I don't know why that is, but we always land on like a very warm day, and it just happens to be so. So we got 4 5-gallon buckets of apples that we need to now process. There's a lot of bug holes on them because she doesn't spray, which is totally fine. So kids will be doing that in the coming days. Probably not tomorrow, because tomorrow is milk run day. We go up to Malacca, which is about 40 minutes from us, and we go get our raw milk from our farmer. And I also need to go to the Amish store for sugar. I almost forgot about that. Last week we had gone up there to go get sugar, and they were completely sold out, which never happens. At least not when I go and get sugar. And yeah, so that's kind of it as far as what's going on around here, what we've been up to, I think. Yeah. But, so MIGardener, I don't know if any of you shop at MIGardener for your seeds, but right now they have their 40% off going on their seeds. And then about a month ago, they had their 25% off sale on their seeds. So I did pick up some seeds from that sale that I would share with you guys, because this is the time of year that we buy most of our seeds, is when they're starting to go on a deeper discount. So I wait for the MIGardener sale to happen this time of year. And Botanical Interest, I think their sale was in June. And so we had picked up some then when they had their 40% off sale. And that's kind of all we bought from this year. Previous years, I bought from St. Clair Seeds out in Wisconsin. They were the only place that I could find red kidney beans. And so I had bought from them along with some other seeds. I don't remember what seeds I bought from them. And then Renaissance Seeds I've bought from. I think I bought from them 2 years ago, I think, because they were the only ones that I could find the farthest north melon seeds. So yeah. And where else have I bought seeds? Oh, Free Heirloom Seeds. I bought from them. They have great seed selection and a great low price if you're looking for to not spend a ton of money on seeds and to also have a fantastic selection. Ordered from them a lot. I love them. But getting back on track with our MIGardener seeds here. So I thought I'd share with you what I bought for next year. A lot of flowers because we have this flower bed out front of our house that I had my husband till up, and right now it's full of weeds. So once all the zinnias die back, then we'll go through there with the lawnmower and a weed whacker, probably the weed whacker first, and then the lawnmower because they're out of control. I didn't get the mulch on it in time because being pregnant, I just didn't feel like it. My motivation was completely out the window, unfortunately. So, yeah. So yeah, it looks pretty rough out front where our flower bed is going to be. So I'm hoping next spring, it's going to be way more abundant than it was this year. But this year it was actually really pretty. We put all of Bernadette's zinnias out there. She had received seed starting packs from our adoptive grandmother, Grandma Deb. So Bernadette started a ton of zinnia seeds this year, and we put all of her plants out there, and it's been really fun to watch her go out there and get her flowers and just really enjoy the fruits of her labor. So and that's what I had visioned when she had first gotten that seed starting pack. I was like, oh yeah, we're going to have to make a special place just for her. And I'd been wanting to make this flower bed out front along the curbside for a couple years now. So that was our big garden expansion this year, was that. So I will start with what I bought last month. And again, a lot of flowers. This was when they were doing the 25% off. But this is the We Love Sunflowers. And this is the Maximilian sunflower. Maximilian, since I'm also Catholic, one of my favorite saints is Saint Maximilian Kolbe. And he's a Polish saint, and he was actually killed in Auschwitz. But yeah, he is one of my favorite saints. So this made me think of him. So I could not pass up getting the Maximilian sunflower. And then, of course, we've got poppies because they're poppies. Who doesn't love poppies, right? So we got the Antique Shades poppy. I'm trying to go more the antique look and shades when it comes to our garden out front, our gardens out front. I really like the vintage look. We got some zinnias because Bernadette and I love zinnias. So I bought a couple new ones that I haven't planted before. We have the Golden State zinnia. And then also the Lilac Emperor zinnia. So which are similar in color, at least the lilac is, to the one that Bernadette planted this year. So I think she'll really like those. Marigolds. Fun fact about marigolds, they're actually named after Our Lady. That is how it got its name. So I bought the Moonlight African marigold. I don't have any. Oh, that's not true. I do have one white marigold that I bought from, I think, Baker Creek. Oh, that's another seed company that I buy from, is Baker Creek. But I haven't planted it. No, I haven't. And then Painted Daisy, because we love daisies, and these are great for pressing. I really want to get into pressing our own flowers, especially for Bernadette and Penelope. They love for their, what am I thinking of? Their projects. So they're crafting. There we go. That's what I'm looking for, crafting. Another sunflower, the teddy bear sunflower. This is a sunflower I don't have yet. Another fun one that I think the kids will really love. And then columbine. This is just the giant McKenna mix. Cosmos. Oh, I love cosmos. They're so pretty. Don't have any planted yet. I have I think a couple other colors, but this is the purity white. Again, trying to get more white. Oh, columbine is also named after Our Lady, which is really cool. We do have a columbine planted in the yard that I bought last year around Mother's Day, I think. Yeah. It's a blue one. So blue for Our Lady. Snapdragons. I don't have any snapdragons. And I thought this would be really pretty in our flower bed out front. This is the Apple Blossom Snapdragon. It'd be nice. I'm trying to get different heights, different shades. So we'll see how that goes. And we got a couple different straw flowers. I bought the Silvery Rose. And then also the Copper Red. I don't have a ton of red in our garden. So that'd be a really nice change up. Carnations. Oh, I've been wanting to grow carnations for a few years now. I think did I buy any carnations? I did buy carnations last year, carnation seeds. One from MIGardener, actually. Didn't plant it, didn't have space for it. So I'm hoping now that with the garden bed, we'll have space. So the first one is the orange sherbet. And then I bought 2 of the La France carnations. The next is the Jean Dionis. I probably completely butchered that. It's a white carnation. And I loved carnations when I was a kid. There used to be a flower shop in my hometown, and I would always go buy carnations. They're one of my favorites. And then some celosia. Probably butchering that one too. But the Pompous Plume. Very pretty. Again, a nice different kind of variety to add to the mixture of all the flowers up front. Again, I'm hoping this is just going to be bursting with color, bursting just, yeah, it's going to be awesome. And then aster. I do have, I have another carnation here. This one I'm really excited for. The King of Blacks carnation. So that's going to be really pretty and a great, distinction between everything else. And then aster, I have purchased asters, and I still have some seeds of asters. This is the Valkyrie mix. And then some Johnny Jump Ups, because that's part of the medicinal side of the garden. So some Johnny Jump Ups. Our Johnny Jump Ups did not do very well this year. I had transplanted out 4 into the garden and only 1 survived. So, and it's growing back here because they're supposed to be able to withstand the juggalo, the chemical that's found in black walnuts. So it's supposed to be able to tolerate that. So I planted that out back here. Only 1 survived. I think it's because of the weed problem that I was having, and I didn't get to it fast enough. So some of them got a little choked out, probably. And then black bachelor buttons. This is one of my favorite seeds. And we're just running low on them, so I put more in the cart when I had ordered last month. And then this is actually the whole reason why I had purchased the seeds to begin with last month, was because I went to go plant holy basil. I had none, so I picked up a couple more packets of holy basil. So let's get to what I just recently ordered at the beginning of the month with the 40% off sale. Radishes, which I need to start seeding now. And I'm actually really craving radishes, which is funny. I've been going out to the garden eating a lot of nasturtiums, actually, because they're spicy like a radish. And I realized maybe I should have my husband pick me up some at the store because I didn't start any radishes. Oops. I'm not very good at growing radishes as of yet. Well, yes and no. Last year, I didn't plant them in the best place. I think that's why they didn't successfully grow. The very first year I had our garden, I planted some, was it daikon? I think daikon radishes out here along the sand pit, and they did pretty good, relatively speaking. Kept them in the shade, and they did pretty good. So the first round of what I have here is the purple plum radish. Ooh, mosquitoes. That's nice. Let's see what else do I got here. Oh, the black Spanish radish. I haven't grown that one yet. I do have another packet of these, so this is kind of our backup packet. So then we can just sow a lot more. I'm excited about that. That'll be delicious. Ooh, white scallop squash. We are growing this year. I think, actually, yeah, I posted it in a short. So I haven't eaten it yet. It's sitting on our counter. I'm very excited to dig into it, though. I love squash. I love roasting it in the oven. So golden zucchini. I don't have any golden zucchini. We are growing the crookneck yellow squash, though, which is really good. And then I bought the Italian striped zucchini. I heard good reviews on this from other growers, so I thought I'd give this one a shot. We have just like a traditional zucchini that grows pretty prolifically for us. So, but I thought I'd give that a shot since I don't have it yet. The Waltman butternut squash. I have grown this before. It was a failure for me because probably where I planted it, out by our black walnut. Again, this is a variety that's supposed to do well by black walnut, but maybe I just needed to give it extra fertilizer and I didn't because it was struggling next to the black walnut. I've been finding that so far a lot of our squash doesn't do well. The only thing that's grown prolifically over there was the birdhouse gourds. Those did great. And the rampicante that I planted this year is kind of struggling over there. So I don't think we're going to get any squash over there at all, which is unfortunate. But you live and you learn. That's the whole point. Ooh, delicata squash. I planted delicata squash over by the black walnut this year. And they're so stunted, they're still literally this small. So I threw some fertilizer on there. I don't think we're going to get anything because our hard frost is normally within like a month. So, and then I bought some green stripe cashew squash. I don't have any of these. I don't have any of these seeds yet. I might have one packet actually. I might have one downstairs in the basement. And then, ooh, a sunflower. Because again, lots of sunflowers, lots of flowers in general we want to have for pollinators. And so the Autumn Beauty sunflower. I don't have the seed packet yet. And then I also got the purple top white globe turnip. I do have some of these. Menards, if you live in the Midwest, it's kind of like a Home Depot. There's a heirloom seed company that they sell there, and a couple at the beginning, not the beginning of the season, but early on in the season, there's that brand can go down to like 10 cents a packet. So I picked up some of those. And then now that we're coming towards the end of the season, you can get them again for roughly like, I've gotten them for 12 cents by the end of the season, which is good. And then All American parsnips. I have grown these. They didn't do well for me, but I got some baby parsnips and they were delicious. All right, let's see. Okay, so here's another sunflower, Black Russian. I don't have this. They seem good. Lemon balm. Oh, that's another one. So I have lemon balm. I started seeds. They started to and then something they just kaput on me. So I bought another packet of lemon. I think I actually bought 2 of these. I think so. I have to check, obviously. Let me go through this. Lemon mint. I've never grown this. Would be a great addition to everything else we have. It's a mint, so there's medicinal properties to it. Roman chamomile. I don't have this yet. I have dyer's chamomile, which is great for dyeing. It has a really pretty yellow color to it. And then your traditional German chamomile. The Roman chamomile is supposed to be good for pain management. So that's why I wanted to add it to our medicinal herbs. Some pineapples. Pineapple tomato. I don't have any of these yet. Brandy pink wine, or brandy wine pink. I do have these, and we like them. And I actually have, I think, 4 plants in our garden right now. And then Japanese black trifle, which I don't have these seeds at all. This is another reason why I wanted to place a seed order, is because I don't have any purple tomatillos. And so I needed to get some of these. So I got a couple packets of these. I really like these. And then pineapple tomatillos as well. I've never grown this variety, but with a name like pineapple, can't go wrong with that. More tomatoes, vintage wine tomatoes. I don't have these. I've never tried those. Big rainbow tomatoes. I don't have these either yet in seeds. Dr. White Cheese Yellow. I've heard good things about this, so I thought I'd have to give it a shot. I don't have them yet. And no, I will not grow all of these at one time. Right now, I think I have 12 varieties of tomatoes. So next year, it'll be another 12 varieties of tomatoes. And we'll kind of go from there and change up the seed variety. We have the banana legs tomato, a determinant aroma, it appears. The gold nugget tomato. I've heard good things about this, so I thought I'd give this a shot too, because I don't have this, and it's a determinant. The watermelon beefsteak tomato. Don't have that. Isis candy cherry tomato. I don't have either. And we love our cherry tomatoes. Great for snacking in the garden. Some more poppies. So, lilac pom-pom poppy. I don't have those. Another antique shades poppy. And then we have more straw flower, golden yellow. Again, another one that I want for drying, for crafting for the girls, or the boys too. Doesn't matter. Pincushion, imperial mix. I think this is just really pretty. Again, we're looking for lots of variety in the flower beds up front. And then the painted daisy. Again, I got another packet of those, which I'm not mad at that because daisies are awesome. They're so pretty and they're easy to press for drying out. Here is the black futsu squash. I don't have this yet. Again, I'm just trying to get a good squash varieties that are going to grow by our black walnut, since it has that chemical in it, which is what it gives its medicinal benefits. Lemon basil. Love lemon basil. I don't have any lemon basil, so I needed that. Spicy glow basil. I actually grew this year, and it's really good. It actually is spicy. I planted it in the wrong location, though. It's getting way too much shade under my tomatoes, which are also planted with, I think, melons. So, getting way too much shade. Mammoth basil. I haven't grown this before, but I figured this would be great for wrapping like tomatoes and other things in, making little sandwiches with. Lime basil. Love lime basil. This is great for making a bug spray out of. And I don't have any more lime seed basils. Cannellini bush beans. So I ordered cannellini bush beans a couple of years ago from Burpees. So I was just saying, cannellini bush beans. I had ordered these a few years back. It must be 2 or 3 years now. from burpees, and they vined on me. But it says bush beans. So I was very, very confused because it says it should only get to be 22 to 26 inches. So I don't know if there's something cross-pollinated or something. And so I seed saved from those. And I'm growing them and they're vining again. So like they start off as a bush. Like it does. It bushes out. But then it sends up one vine. So, and I have them growing all over the place. But I thought I wanted to start over with fresh seeds to see if maybe that would make a difference. But these are supposed to be fantastic in soups. So that's why. Especially when it comes around Lent time, when we're trying to really fast from our meats, having bean soups is going to be a game changer. Ooh, beets. Beets. I have grown them in the past. I am not great at growing them, but I ordered more so I can keep at it. So Detroit red dark red beets. I've grown these before. They're delicious. Bull's blood beet. I've grown these before. They're delicious. Again, I didn't grow them successfully, but I grew them. Broccoli is another one I'm not great at growing, but I'm going to keep trying. Spring zucchini. I love broccoli rabe. It's one of my favorite dishes. Cabbage. Epic failure. Gonna try again. Copenhagen market cabbage. Oh, the purple savory. I'm obsessed with all purple vegetables and fruits in my garden. I love purple. Lots of carrots. I'm going to try to successfully grow carrots. I have not been great at it. I'm great at growing their seeds though. So I do have a lot of seed carrots that I've saved. And these ones I either did not save or haven't grown before. So the Danvers 126 carrot, I've never grown this before. I've heard good things. So I'd give it a shot. Purple carrot, I have grown these. Wasn't great at it, but I seed saved. So I think I seed saved. Did I seed save? I think one purple variety I did seed save. Black Nebula, I didn't seed save this, so I needed to buy more seeds. And then cauliflower, I have grown this. And cauliflower is another one of those plants that is said to grow well near black walnut again. I've grown one and the head was like this big. I kid you not. It was just a cute little tiny thing. Oh, more Johnny Jump Ups. Again, can't go wrong with those. More of the Black Bachelor buttons. I knew I had already ordered these, but I wanted more because I'm obsessed with black flowers. Memento Mori, if you are Catholic or Orthodox. Memento Mori is around the Halloween season, and it's just to remember your death and to remember that death is inevitable. It's the only thing that we're guaranteed, and to cherish this life and to not be scared of death. And it's just a beautiful thing to remember your death. But more Bachelor buttons, pink. Our girls love the color pink, so I had to get some pink ones for them. Eggplants. We are currently growing some eggplants, not this variety, so I wanted to get this variety just to try it out next year. It's a massive dark purple variety, and it can grow up to 3 pounds or more. And we were starting to get eggplants on our plants, and then something stole it. It made me kind of sad. Ooh, bronze leaf fennel. I was growing this last year. It didn't go to seed. I planted it, I think probably just too late. And so it didn't go to seed, so it didn't self-seed, unfortunately. So I needed to get more of that. California poppy. I'm growing that in the garden this year. I'm hoping it self-seeds. That would be nice. It is going to seed right now. I did harvest like one flower so far for medicinal purposes. And then we have some more asters. The violet aster. The apricot aster. Some more carnations. The same varieties I had already shown you. Again, that black one. Stunning. Love it. Watermelon. I am growing this variety right now. I'm hoping it's going to ripen before the frost comes. I don't know. We'll see. The orange gelo. I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, I love these. This is a French melon. Care and Chaos? Yeah, I butchered it. But they have great benefits for your skin. Fantastic benefits for your skin. So I always get those. And I always make sure I'm stocked. I have seed. I never go without those seeds. I love them. American flag leek. Again, I've tried growing leeks. I failed. So another variety of leek. I'm going to try those again, which right now is actually this time of year for my zone 4B, that I want to plant the seed, I believe. Yeah, the seed. So then it can stratify over winter, and then right away in the spring it can start growing, since it needs such a long time to grow. The red lung of Tropea onion. I've tried growing onions. Again, I'm not great at it. That's okay though. The red Geneva onion. This is a long day. We are the long day zone, which is nice because then I can actually grow any variety here. So I don't really have to worry about what is that, like if it's a long day, short day, or midday, I think is the other one. Cayenne. I have cayenne growing in the garden right now. I'm a little nervous it's going to get cross-pollinated because I have so many peppers in the garden. So I thought I'd pick up another packet of cayenne peppers. Another great medicinal thing to have in your arsenal. And if you haven't yet, check out Doc Jones, the homegrown herbalist, his page. That is how I've found out pretty much about everything medicinal. Him, and then Heidi over at Rain Country. She's great. She has a lot of profiles on different herbs and spices and all that good stuff. And then habanero. Can't go wrong with a habanero. I tried growing habanero this year, and I think I have one plant. Yes, one orange habanero plant. Same with my cayenne. I only got one cayenne plant, which is fine as long as I can get some peppers, hopefully. This is the red Caribbean habanero, which I don't have. I only have the orange variety in my seeds right now, in my seed bank. And then serrano. We love serrano. And I think I have 6 plants out in the garden of that. Ooh, this was oh my gosh. The Hungarian hot yellow wax pepper. This is the one the kids tried as a pepper challenge a few weeks ago. It was hilariously funny. They didn't believe me that it was hot and spicy because they were in their mom, what's edible in the garden phase. They wanted to have like this challenge of what's edible. And we had gone through everything that had been growing at the time that was edible. And they go, what else do you have, Mom? And I said, well, I have spicy peppers. And they're like, okay, how spicy? And I'm like, they're pretty spicy, guys. They didn't believe me. So they tried the Hungarian. First bite wasn't spicy. Both Luca and Bernadette. Luca's 11 and Bernadette is 7. They both took their first bite. It wasn't spicy because I had them take little bites. And then they went back in for their second bite. And both of them went like a good inch, maybe a half inch to an inch. Each of them thinking it wasn't going to be spicy. Instant regret. They spit it out. Oh, sorry, mosquitoes. They spit it out and went running into the kitchen, and they're sitting on the floor just drinking as much milk as possible. Which I get it. I've been there. It's awful. I did that with the Buena Malta pepper a couple weeks ago as well. Oh, their thing must have been longer than that because I did it after them. And I didn't think the Buena Malta, because I tried a tiny little pepper of the Buena Malta, and I didn't think it was going to be spicy, so I did what they did. And oh, that was not good. Anyways, moving on. Tabasco pepper. I have 0 of these growing in the garden. Wait, no, that's not true. I have them over there. That's right. I have 4 plants, I think, over there. And technically these are not supposed to thrive near a black walnut, but because I have so many sunflowers planted over there and sunflowers absorb toxins out of the ground, I figured it would be an easy way to, it would be easy, not an easy way, but I figured the peppers would thrive because they'd be by the sunflowers, and the sunflowers would leach, absorb, suck up, whatever, the chemical from the black walnut. Cayenne purple pepper. I told you guys I love purple. Oh, there's another purple one. Ooh, fire and ice patio pepper. These are so cool. I haven't grown them. I've had my eye on them for a couple of years. I didn't buy them last year, and I thought, what the heck, let's do it this year. Fresno chili. Don't have these in our seed bank, I guess you can call it yet. Thai chili pepper. I don't have these either, so I needed to add those to the repertoire. Pumpkins. Most of these pumpkins I already have seeds of, but it's one of those things that you want to have backups. So the Rouge de Estampes. It's a French heirloom. My 3 years of French is failing me, obviously, but it's a Cinderella pumpkin. So it's edible. It's great for making pumpkin pies. So I needed to add more to that. Connecticut field pumpkin. We have these growing right now. They're actually doing pretty well. We have 3 pumpkins growing on our trellises out front. Sugar pie pumpkin. I do have these, which I think 1 so far is coming. 1 got pollinated properly. Jack-o'-lantern. We have a couple of these coming up. I did start these. Or is it? It's either the Connecticut field, or I think actually the 3 pumpkins that we have on the trellis, I think is actually the jack-o'-lanterns. And then the Jack Be Little. We have these growing right now along with our cucumbers. There's, I think, 6 pumpkin plants that are coming up right now. So they're doing pretty well over there. Now, more straw flower, the copper red, French thyme. I do have French thyme growing in the garden. It's not doing great right now. It was planted in a bunch of shade. It got overshadowed by some stuff. Kohlrabi. I have not been successful at growing kohlrabi yet. I do have another packet of these downstairs that I just haven't been successful at yet. Lettuce. We have some lettuce varieties. Some iceberg head lettuce. So we can make BLTs with it. And it's going to be, again, that time where I need to start seeding this for our fall harvest, especially here in Minnesota. Some little gem butterhead lettuce. These are really expensive in the store, I've realized. Red romaine. And then, oh, honeydew. I don't have honeydew yet. So green flesh honeydew. The kids, I don't even think have tried honeydew from the store yet. Crimson sweet watermelon. I don't have these. Sugar baby watermelon. I do have this. And I think we're actually growing this in the garden right now. I'd have to check. We have a couple different varieties of watermelon. Moon and stars. I don't have this, and I don't have the seed packets. I don't have any seeds yet for them. So we did buy one from a farmer last summer. They were really good. Banana melon. Don't have any of these. Again, just trying to keep variety in our seeds. The Minnesota midget cantaloupe. I have grown these, and they failed. They epically failed. Tiger melon, or Tigger, yeah. Don't have these either, and so I thought I'd give those a shot. Hi, welcome back. So it's been a couple days since I first recorded the first part. It was getting a little late in the evening, as you guys probably saw the light changing, and I realized, oh, it's getting late. It's bedtime. So went in and tucked the children in and decided I'd come back and revisit, and we'd look at the rest of the seeds that I got from MIGardener's sale that they have going on. Yeah, so let's pick up where we left off. So some winter luxury pumpkins. I don't have this variety either. It's from the 1800s. So it's a culinary pumpkin. So Another delicious treat to look forward to next year. Let's see, what do we got? Some baby bear. Yeah? Okay, no, I did not. Yeah, so some baby bear pumpkins. I got a couple packets of these. They're another little small one. High yielding, so that's exciting. Big family, need lots of food. So baby boo pumpkins. These are cute little white ones for decoration. I'm excited about that. I love pumpkins. I don't know about anyone else, but give me all the pumpkins to decorate, to eat. Yum. And then some kakai pumpkins. I still have yet to successfully grow these. I have 5 plants over there, I think, and I don't have a single one yet. So I don't think I have enough nutrients in the soil, probably, and also a lack of sun, I think, because I have also our anise hyssop. One of our patches of anise hyssop is planted over there, so it kind of shades it out a little bit. We have a German giant radish, another radish. Never grown this. And I think I said this before, I'm awful at growing radishes. So I haven't been very successful in the past with growing radishes. And then we have lady slipper radish. I grew these 2 years ago and I really liked them. So time to start sowing those again. Mosquito? I think a mosquito just flew in my mouth. We have watermelon radish. Yeah, honey. All right, so watermelon radish. I have not grown these yet, so it'll be fun. And then here is the daikon radish. I have not grown daikon specifically. Or did I? Yes, no, I did. I did say that before. I did grow daikon. But it wasn't daikon exact. Like it's a cousin to it, I think. Yes, it's the China Jade. That's the variety because I seed saved them. So yeah, I have the China Jade, which is a daikon radish, but not specifically this one. That was the first radish I ever grew. Was the China Jade. Let's see here. End of the box. Yay. China Rose radishes. I attempted to grow these last year and it was a failure. I got seeds though, so yeah. But the seed pods are really good too because they taste like radishes. Ooh, the Atlantic Giant Pumpkin. I've yet to grow this one. This one we are growing a Big Max. I don't think it's going to get as big as I had hoped it would. All right, next we have the Big Max pumpkin. So this is the one that I'm growing out front right now in our little triangle that we have in front of our house. And I don't know if we're going to actually get it as big as I was hoping they would get. Just because it took a little while for it to start because it's planted out in quite a bit of shade out front. Oh, and then we have the Black Diamond Watermelon. This is one that we tried last year or the year before. And it was really good. We tried it from a local grower. And we enjoyed it. So that would be fun to give it a shot and grow it ourselves. Ooh, this is one that we now are growing. We are now growing stinging nettle, but I wanted more in the garden, so I picked up another packet. I tried growing this last year. I'd planted it out or seeded it out, and it didn't take. But then this spring, we found some plants in the back behind our sand pit, and I transplanted them. They're doing okay, but I want more than what's there, since that does fantastic for Luca and James's cat and dog allergies. Their allergic reaction gets pretty rough for them. Like they can have a hard time breathing sometimes. The itchy eyes, the red eyes, the nose, like it gets, yeah. But when we make an oxymel or even the tincture out of it and give it to them, it works amazingly well. Like we went to my in-laws for Christmas. They have a cat and a dog, and even though the cat and dog obviously weren't out, the pet dander is everywhere. And so I gave them, I think, like a tablespoon of the Oxymel, which Oxymel is, you put your plant matter in your jar and then you fill it halfway with apple cider vinegar and half with honey. And you shake that and you leave it in the cabinet for, I don't even remember how long. And you just let that infuse. I have to relook at how long I let it infuse because I made it last year and I have to make a new batch this fall. Once we get our stinging nettle in, which I have to order stinging nettle because our plants didn't produce that well for the actual harvest the leaves. So they're going to seed right now. So hopefully I'll have a nice patch next year, but I still bought another packet so then I can seed it back here in a shady spot of our garden, which is behind, like by a window. So great burglary protection as well. And then we had gone to a friend's for a movie and popcorn, and they have cats and dogs. And Luca took his tincture, but James decided not to take his tincture. And James had told me he took his tincture, but his body told me otherwise. And by the end of the movie, he had a runny nose, his eyes were itchy. He was absolutely miserable. And we got home and I gave him some more of the tincture and I mixed it with a ton of honey. So, because the kids don't like the tincture, because I mean, it's vodka infusion of stinging nettle, which doesn't taste that great. But so then, and James didn't even drink all of his tincture. He drank, I think, half of it. And that worked in his favor immensely. Luca never even broke out from taking his tincture before we left. I think I had the boys take their tincture like 30 minutes before we had gone to our friend's place. And there was no sign at all of Luca having an allergic reaction. He normally has a worse allergic reaction than James does to cats and dogs. So, toothache. I've tried planting this before, epic failure. So I'm hoping next spring it will take off for me now that I have a different planting method now, because I do the soil blocks and that did fantastic this year. Soil blocks and then just having my other containers that I use. Chicory, I am currently growing. Am I currently growing chicory? Yes, I am. Yeah, I currently have chicory in the garden. No blossoms yet, just a lot of green foliage, but doesn't hurt to have more. So apparently the roots make a fantastic coffee substitute. So we're going to give that a shot. Sweet marjoram. This is one of my favorite spices. I have not grown it well since the very first year that I gardened back in 2022. So I was hoping this summer was also going to be a good year because I had some transplants, but then looking out at the garden, our transplants dwindled and died. So that's really sad. But I had made a really great Italian seasoning with this. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Italian seasoning to me now just hasn't quite hit the same spot since I've been buying it from the store, and even like really great like reputable places, like the Italian seasoning just isn't quite the same as when I made it that year. And then we have another flower, another silvery rose straw flower. I think, did I have that over there? I don't remember. Ooh, lemongrass. I bought lemongrass starts this year from a local Amish greenhouse over in Malacca. And I noticed that MIGardener had the actual seeds to start it. So this will be great for next year because it makes really good teas apparently. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, bicolor pear gourds. We don't have this one yet. Again, one of those things that's going to be great for the fall, just for decorating around the house. The crown of thorns gourds. Like as a Catholic, gotta have that, you know. Thinking about Christ and his sacrifice and just gotta have it. Loofah. I have grown loofah before and I'm not any good at it. You have to start these because of our zone. You have to start these really, really early on, like I think it's January, February. Oh, and then we have the dark opal basil. I'm currently growing that in the garden now. Did I? Yeah, I did start that from seed. So, but I'm all out of seed, so thought I'd pick up another packet. Again, it's purple, so I need it in my garden. And because of that purple color, that adds extra antioxidants, I believe. Here's a good boost of extra vitamins from the purple. I don't remember the exact scientific. All that good stuff. Ooh, ornamental black tip wheat. I haven't grown this yet. No. What do I have? Do I have wheat? No, I don't have the black wheat. I have something else that's black though. I don't remember what it is. But yeah, again, another ornamental. So then I can dehydrate it and then I can use it for decoration throughout the house. So that'll be exciting to grow next year. And then lastly is the vintage white straw flower. So another flower to put out front, probably out front with, or it could go in the Memento Mori garden because black and white and gray are that kind of theme through it all. So yeah, that's the seed haul, I guess is what they call it. But the seed purchases that I made through MIGardener that we can then prepare for next year to have another successful, beautiful garden. So thanks for joining me today, guys. And I hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of your weekend. May God bless you and Auspice Maria. Bye.